Get him, get him.
Oh my God!
Calm down. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here.
Oh, yeah, dude!
Dude.
6 pounds, 11 ounces. Oh, 2 points.
Oh my. Limp. That's what I've been waiting for all day.
That's over 6.
True. And that one's.
Oh, here he goes.
Go. Good?
That's a big fish.
Full hand on tail. Yeah, it looks sick. Good to go.
Look how broad that thing is.
I wonder if that was the one that followed me in.
Beautiful. Oh my God. Holy God. What a beast.
Oh, wow. That might be a 4. That might be a 4.
Yeah, it's a 4. You guys show that off too. 4 pounds, 12 ounces. Holy. Oop.
Another good one.
Holy sh! What the? Is that another 6?
Could be.
It's the second giant of the day, proving that point. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yes!
Big baits, big fish. There we go. 5 pounds, 6 ounces. Beauty! Dude, I'm not even joking. It happened again.
You kidding me?
Nope.
Is it big?
Oh! That's strong.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
That's a fat fish, dude.
Come on, 4.
Holy. Dude. Holy hell, that's long.
Yeah, it is.
5, 4, 6. What?
Yeah. Just rock.
Got him. Get in here, you. There's another 6. You. That's a big fish.
6'10". Woo-hoo-hoo. Good old fatty.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. Hope everybody is having a fantastic week and a fantastic night.
I was going to say something I forgot. It distracted me.
We're off to a great start.
Hi.
Paul. Huh?
Squirrel. Good evening, everybody.
Delicious. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend of fishing. We'll do a little bit of that momentarily. But before we get started, first things first, for everybody that is already here, thank you. Greatly appreciate you as always. Second, anybody that's already shared the stream that did that earlier, you guys are awesome. And I appreciate you even more. But before we get started, really, anybody wants to drop a like on the stream, whether you're watching here on YouTube or on Facebook, either way, it doesn't matter. It helps immensely. The growth, it's just been steadily improving, which is friggin' awesome. So I thank you all for helping us do that. And anybody that's watching this after the fact, you have any questions, concerns, comments, leave them there. I answer everything, almost everything. I actually had 2 comments recently of someone asking, hey, were you on this very specific lake that we were on? And I felt terrible, but I was like, delete.
No.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, be gone.
By the way, Jody, I actually have to say thank you for that video you made about the Ultrex and swapping out the cord.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
We deal with a lot of trolling motors at work, and I'm definitely going to do that. That's going to be sweet. It's going to make my life a hell of a lot easier. So thank you.
I like it. Screw you, Brian. So, now we got that kind of the intro thing out of the way. We will do a quick recap of the weekend fishing report for those that don't follow us on Instagram and Facebook to see the regular posts, because I'm pretty detailed in what we've done. And you can see pictures and all that. But while everybody's here, this is our 150th stream, which is actually, honestly, it caught me by surprise.
Crazy. I saw the post and I was like, oh my God.
That
was quick.
Right? It didn't dawn upon me that we were even getting close to it, which is dumb because my buddy Chris, who does all the thumbnails, he took over for that, I'm not sure how many months ago. But, so he does the thumbnails for every video and every live stream, because he's just way better at it than I am. And, this goes all the way back to when we had our gaming channel. And he offered it. I was like, yeah, no, I greatly appreciate that. So, every week, I got to create a new folder in Drive, and I always name it the number of the stream, and then just a quick little blurb, what the topic's going to be. And it didn't dawn upon me until I wrote it today, despite the fact that every week I've been counting towards this point. And then I wrote it at some point. I think it was last night. Yeah, last night I created the folder. I was like, whoa, holy crap, 150, cool. And then it really hit me earlier when I was making the post. I was like, oh, this is actually kind of like a big deal.
It kind of is. It's been a crazy ride.
That it has.
That's for sure.
Been doing this for over 3 years now, and I tell you what, it has been fun the entire time. There's been a couple of times where we've taken breaks, obviously, for a whole variety of reasons, and usually it's work-related or something, but, other than that, we look forward to doing this every single week 'cause it's fun. It's a different format. It allows us to be very direct in everything that we're doing, and honestly, that gave me thought earlier today about how I want to start doing some other videos differently, and that will allow me to easily create more content while we're out there, too. So I'm going to make a better focus of that. A lot of that comes from, I saw a video, my buddy Chris and I were talking thumbnails and formats and stuff, and so I look into the algorithm stuff every once in a while just to see if there's any dramatic changes, just to keep on the up and up. I really don't ever change what I do. And the one thing I saw, they made a really good point, don't worry about video title, search engine optimization or anything. Just if you know your audience, write it like the audience would want to search for it or think about it. It was well, that's definitely a very different approach from the way I've always taken it. And I've always just kind of used this little tool, like a keyword optimizer thing, and kind of have an idea, I'll plug a few in. That's got good search results. Yeah, screw it, let's go. And I just let it roll. So I know I'm digressing, but it's kind of all it all's coming together here recently, and it's been pretty good. Latest video just uploaded on Monday, already has 1,300 views, which is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
Yeah, he showed that to me before the stream. I was like, oh, Jesus, that was quick.
I'm stoked. I mean, I don't know. I'm happy. I'm just really, really happy with where it's all going. So that brings us to what the plan is for tonight. A little bit of open topic night, but otherwise, we're going to do 3 things. First and foremost, we're going to give back to you guys as a way of saying thank you for everything that you've done for us. So, in case you couldn't see, we got some hats, and I did forget to grab a t-shirt, but we'll grab those. No strings attached on these. We're just going to do a quick raffle, give away 1 hat, give away 1 shirt, depending on how things go. Maybe we'll throw in 1 more. We'll see. But that's step 1 and 2. And then step 3, which is going to go from now until about, well, now it's already 8:10. So we'll say 8:40. I want to give a half an hour window. I originally was thinking 8:30, but I think half an hour window is good. We can keep reminding people. We haven't done this in a while. We're going to raffle off just a day to go fishing with us. And the beauty of this is that we can take you literally anywhere you want to go. As long as it's within maybe 4 hours of my house. That's the absolute furthest I'm willing to go on a single day trip. If it's somewhere that's really, really cool though, I wouldn't mind getting a room, Saturday night to be able to fish all day and drive home.
I'd be okay with that.
St. Lawrence. 7-hour drive, it's not a problem.
Steve might be going back up there this weekend.
Is he really?
He might.
What a champ. I might text him and be like, so you want to hook me up on the spot? Because I ain't never been up there this time of the year, and I'll be up there for 2 days. And I'm not going to be in my boat. I'm at the mercy of TJ. And even he said, he was like, dude, I've only been up there once.
I was eavesdropping.
Sweet. So let's put this in the chat. So you guys, let's get this going because I want this to be able to run for a while. I'll pin it up there on YouTube in a second, so it's always at the top. This is what we're going to do. For the potential to go fishing with us, we're going to raffle it off like we did last time. This is a good way for generate a little revenue for us to help us with some of our fishing trips. And, otherwise, that's pretty much it. So, $5 an entry. There is no limit to how many entries you guys can do or how much you want to do. At $5 a chance for fork. Now, yeah. That raffle starts at $50 a pop and minimum of 3 entries per person for every person here. So I can afford the gas to get there and back. It's an easy 2,200 miles, I think, from here to Fork. It's a hike. And I know because I looked at it. It's about a 24-hour or 26-hour drive.
I'm all set. I'm going to be doing that in a few months. I don't want to do it twice in a year.
So there you go. One of 2 ways. You can send it through PayPal or through Venmo. Again, $5 an entry, no limit. And we're going to shut it off at 8:40, and that's when we're going to do the drawing. So thankfully, my buddy Chris is here in the background. Can't hear him, can't see him, but he's going to, as these things start coming in, I'm going to start sending them to him so he can kind of start managing the wheel of names like we used to always do. And that way we can just kind of keep going with the show and answer a bunch of questions for Open Topic Night, and it'll be good. Then that way, as soon as we hit 8:40, I forgot to put my phone on silent, so we're already off to a great start. Then we'll go ahead and we'll draw a winner. So I'm going to reiterate that a couple times. We usually have Last I checked, the average watch time on our streams is like 28, 29 minutes, which is long. But you still get new people dipping in every so often, so I want to keep reiterating it here and there, make sure everybody has a chance to see it. But otherwise, now that that's out of the way, I can go and pin that on YouTube at least, so when someone comes in after the fact, it's right there. They can see it. Again, $5 an entry. Easy peasy. We did it last year with one of our subscribers, Kevin, and took him out to a place in Maine, and it was a phenomenal day. Got to watch him crack a 4.5 largie. I got a 4.25.
I was not there.
No, you were not.
I don't even know who the hell I was.
I do. It was,
Oh,
yeah. Around
okay.
like 2 weeks after.
Oh. Yeah, I wasn't there. Definitely not there.
So, oh man, I'm going to start the open topic night with a topic of my own. I've been holding off on broaching this subject for a very long time publicly on the stream because I am a little nervous about how it will be perceived, but we get this too much. Let me talk about this really quick, then we'll get the first raffle out of the way for like the free stuff. And that would be just like a random number generator thing. And but talk about this. We'll get that going for the first one. Take a bunch of comments, do another one, take a bunch of comments, then by that point should carry us right to 840. So I have received a number of messages over the last 2 years about how do you guys get sponsors. And I have had a request from friends, people I kind of know, people I barely know, asking to talk about that. I don't know what to tell you. Because literally the only sponsorships that we pursued ourselves was me alone before Andrew even came on board, like very early. Because I had a couple of friends that got on with like Amphibia Eyewear and like Woo Tungsten, so like true just promotional staff positions. And I was looking, I was like, well, I'm just curious. Like I've done okay in tournaments at that point. I had a few under my belt that I could point to that were recent. And, you know, they were on par or bigger than some of the tournaments I know other guys were using as kind of their leverage. So I was like, all right, well, I'll try those. And I got on with Amphibia, easy peasy. I reached out to Rocky Ledge Tackle here in New Hampshire, and they were happy to do it. And I was with them for about a year or two. And that was great. Other than that, I haven't asked for a single one of our sponsorships. They've all come our way. So I don't know how to answer that. Other than if you go chasing your own sponsorships at this level, like if you're not a legitimate tournament fisherman and you're out there fishing big tournaments, you're doing well with getting your name out, you're finishing pretty high. I don't know, man. Like if you're just going out and chasing for the sake of having a sponsorship, I think you're going to find a really tough road ahead of you. And I'm trying to make sure I'm very careful with my words on this and keeping it constructive because I don't want to necessarily discourage anybody, but I also want people to truly understand like what the climate looks like out there because we are a dime a dozen. You know, maybe not so much in New England, but in the general scope of YouTube and fishing channels, we're nothing. We're a drop in the bucket, and we're one of 10,000 out there. So almost all of those guys are out there trying to do the same thing. You have to understand what is it that you do that provides value to these companies. There are outliers. There are people that are just genuinely interested in you and they want to support you and they have the capital to do so. And that's awesome if those situations happen. But if you're truly going out looking for a deal with a company that you don't really know and you're just hoping to make it work, you got to work for it. 99 times out of 100, you really just got to work for it. Then there are some companies, like, I hate to beat up on them, but it's really low-hanging fruit, like Woo Tungsten. If you have a pulse, you can get on the Woo Tungsten promotional staff.
I didn't even ask them. They're like, here, you're on the team. I was like, okay.
Yeah, you know, and maybe early on in the phase, it wasn't like that, but quite a while ago, like, that's how it is, and that's how it's been. You can find those, and, you know, there's tons of them out there. Woo is probably the best example. There's a couple others that I could probably think of, and I'm not going to name them. And, you know, just be you. Go out, have fun. If you got companies that you really, truly love, and you love their products, and, like, that's what you exclusively fish for, like, say, a range of techniques, then just plug them on your Instagram, man. Like, Instagram, like any social media. Don't expect a handout. It will come towards you eventually. If what you're doing is good and it brings value, you're just a good person, positive vibes, keep in mind that there is... God, I always say this. First impressions are everything. And if you go sign with some like, hey, you have a pulse, here's a promotional staff position kind of companies, that will reflect very poorly on you with some other companies. So take that with a grain of salt. That's just my opinion on the matter. I don't know how else to say this. I think I've been very constructive about it, but hopefully also being helpful. Just do your thing. Have fun. Stick with the companies that you really enjoy. Plug them. Eventually you get noticed. If you're doing tournaments, it's definitely easier. I will tell you that. A lot of guys like helping out tournament guys, like if you're big on that scene. So keep that in mind as well. If you're at a point where you can go stick a few and you can finish pretty well, it's going to help you all the more. Just going to pure social media route, it's not easy. That's for damn sure.
And you got to get to know the guys. And the better you get along with them, the easier it is to just work with them. Text them, call them, whatever. They're usually really friendly people once you get to know them, become friends with them.
I have to get caught up on this. But I'll get to that in a second because we have to do this. And we're going to do... Yeah, let's... Wait. Oh, I didn't finish reading Mark's thing. The ones I've gotten over the
Chris
years...
to that?
Huh? No, I don't know how to
that's
do
through
that.
your phone.
So, Mark at Northeast Bass Fishing. The ones I've gotten over the years have been the result of me being honest about the products I really use and talking about them to fellow fishermen in person online. That's it. I mean, there's not much else to it. And it helps a lot. There's so many tire kickers out there. So if you're just going out to say, there's two big problems that I see that are common with people that have reached out to me and like kind of given me their kind of plan. And I don't want anybody to think I'm targeting anyone specifically because I'm not. Because when I say this, I truly mean that I have seen this same thing dozens of times over the last 3 years alone, we'll say. And it's, well, I really like them and I just would love to be like, get free stuff from them. Not a good way to start a conversation.
Wish I was a chick, I'd be loaded right now.
And canceled. That's one. The other is like going out and making promises to do something in return for their sponsorship, their support. It's a two-way street, like some people will bite on that. Most won't. And to me, it doesn't look good to go out and just make promises. It's kind of like going to your boss and just being like, hey, this thing sucks and this whole situation sucks. And then that's it. Like, that doesn't help your boss. If you're going to come and you want to, like, come over to them and explain a problem to them, you need to also provide, well, also, here's potential options A, B, C, whatever, to resolve said sucky situation. Same deal with kind of if you're going for a sponsorship deal. Like, it's one thing like, hey, I would love to get your free stuff. I'm going to be doing this at some point. Doesn't really help. You have to already be doing it. You have to show good faith on your part and an honest and earnest effort on your part to back up what you're saying you're going to do. And growth takes time. Some guys, there's always outliers in literally everything. I mean, everything. And some guys just blow up right out of the gate. And there's some unique factors that play into that. And it's not just fishing. That's literally anything social media. Like, if I could pull my buddy Chris in here, I guarantee you could pick two guys that we know right off the bat from our gaming days. That we were all like at the same kind of like, just having fun, low level, not blowing up really. And then one or two guys just streamed a game at the most perfect time. And they blew up because they were the only guy putting on a quality stream for that game for like a portion of the day. And it's just weird coincidental situations like that can benefit you. So I've said my piece on it. I don't want to broach that subject again because I really don't want to ruffle anybody's feathers. I don't want to discourage anybody. I'm just trying to be dead honest on everything. Outside of those first two, we haven't pursued anything. They've come to us. We haven't done anything other than everything I've said. We just talked about stuff that we fish all the time, that we firmly love and believe in. And that's it. I share and share and share.
See this banner right here? These are the ones that we have to thank for a lot of what we have. And you guys, obviously.
You are absolutely right about that.
These companies are absolutely phenomenal. They pretty much get us what we need when we need it. No questions asked, really. They're just great companies.
They're phenomenal
We
companies.
love working with them. They're all freaking awesome people. And it's really easy to stay with them.
That's the biggest thing, because they're awesome people. Like there's been a few that I haven't even told you about for like opportunities. I just outright no, thank you. Thank you very much for your consideration.
You told me about that one giant one, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, and
But then
we've
it was
talked
all-
about things like that where I'm like, okay, this came up. Let's talk.
Yeah, but then it was like exclusivity and like all set.
Yeah, and just, there's been a couple of opportunities where they've been pretty big companies. And in one case, no, because we're with somebody that's doing much of the same thing, and I like these guys, and we both love them. So we were going to stick with them. And there's been some other opportunities where it's like, damn, that would be cool, but dude, I literally can't tell you anything about that company's products. And that means a lot to me. And I'm not just out here to shill. Everything started because it was stuff that was tried and true for us. So we just talked about it. And we kept fishing it because it was stuff that we were already confident in. And that relationship just kind of blossomed and became a thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Meh. Meh, see?
All right. There's quite, yes, thank you, Christopher. Okay, let's do a random number generator giveaway here. So there are currently 66 people watching. So let's pick 1 through 80. It's currently 822. Pick a random number. First person to pick a number, if there's repeats, gets the win. You have till 8:24 by my clock. So you have a little over a minute at this point. Pick a random number, 1 through 80. And this is going to be for the hat. No strings attached on this. It's straight up free to whoever. Wow, holy crap, there's all the numbers.
Yeah, there they are. Oh, well, there's 2 18s already, so you guys are screwed.
I think I can see like 9 comments at a time, and all of a sudden it's just like, poof. Numbers.
That was kind of wild. All right, this is going to take a while to go through these numbers.
Oh my God. Here, I'm going to let you take over for a second, because this is going to be great, because Chris is actually, oh, you know what? Let's do this.
Well, there's
so my
no
buddy's
comments
nailed
to
it.
talk about. It's
Well,
all
no, but now we
numbers.
can show it off. So we have a couple of different options. 4 to be specific. We have Trucker of the new alternate logo. Not the new logo, it's an alternate. So it's secondary. We basically have 2. The one I'm wearing and this, the square logo with the smallmouth in the word bass. That is a like traditional trucker hat mesh. It's a structured front, so it's not flimsy floppy.
My style.
Yep. Yeah, that is literally your hat. And then I think it's the same one I'm wearing right now, right? No, I got round
this
logo.
is a square logo. Same thing as what he's wearing, but square logo.
So flat brim, structured, snapback. All these are snapbacks. I'll let you grab that one. So we're doing differently. Literally the same thing. Black, flat brim, structured on the front, snapback,
These two.
but with the round logo. And these are all leather patches. Everything's offset, so like they're all pretty consistent.
And the snapback with the round logo in gray. Money.
Alec, any comment after Snoo get one number, whatever. Dogbone, okay, Dogbone's last one, 67. No more any other comments after that. It's 824. Random number generator, please. Where's the mouse? I gotta go. Oh, we didn't get to see it. No, don't worry, it's coming back. You guys don't want to miss out on the 840 raffle. Number 38, or are you gonna generate? Wiggle the mouse if you're gonna generate. Oh, that's the winner?
35.
Yay, 35. Okay, searching. Where did this start? Oh, God.
Way up
What
yonder.
the hell? Okay, there's the
right
beginning.
there. 35.
Someone's going to find it before I do. Probably the person that actually said it. I'm going to laugh so hard. We haven't done this in a while. If the first time we've done it in so long, nobody picked that number.
I know.
Because that would just be our luck.
33.
And at 53, you had dyslexia. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Dogbone was the last one at 67. Nope. Okay, regenerate, please. 62. I am like 99% sure I actually saw that. Let's go.
Oh, wait. Alec got 69. I knew it.
Damn it, Alec. 62. There's 26. Dyslexia.
Wait. Oh,
Yeah, I told you.
26. Yeah.
2 26s. 2 dyslexics. 62. Where are you? 62. 63. Oh, it's so close. Another one.
Wait.
Nope. What?
Never mind. That's 22 and then 60. My bad.
Oh my God. If we go back to back where someone didn't pick the winner. 60. Oh, Dusty, you're so close. Damn it. Nobody picked it.
One more time.
No 62. Okay, even the chat's on it. Generate, please. 60. Oh, Alec, I'm pretty sure it's just...
No!
Oh, wait a minute. Ryan Miller said it first. Wait, I gotta double check over here. I gotta make absolutely sure. Yeah, Ryan Miller had it first. Let me throw it up.
Dang.
Ryan Miller.
I mean,
congrats.
good for you.
Ryan, I don't remember if I have your address or not, so please shoot me a text with your address and which one of those hats that you want. If you want me to,
I'm
I can send you
guessing
pictures.
he's going to want,
I think he's gonna pick.
knowing him, he's going to want one of these.
Yep. I think he's gonna pick the OG.
Or this one. I'm assuming he's going to want one of these.
Nice. Give it to me at Erie next week, dummy. Ha! Smart. Yes.
That's a good idea.
Oh, it is.
Flat brimmer. I knew it.
Yeah, flat brimmer gray. Yeah, because we only had circle logo in that one.
What do you want, black or
Obviously.
gray?
No, he said gray. Flat brimmer.
Oh, did
gray.
he? Gray.
Yep.
Okay.
That's his.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
So let's set that aside for him and put those over there, please, over there to separation.
Those over there, over there.
All right, let's go back to the comments for a minute or two here before we do the T-shirt, which I'm gonna have to go get in a minute anyway. But
Which one?
both, because we have
Both.
blue circle, gray circle. Wait, oh yeah, I forgot we had those. And blue square, small, medium, large, XL. Oh, that's the circle logo. We don't have a large size in T-shirt, but yeah, one circle, one square. Blue T-shirts, por favor. I really need to start getting these entries over so we can start entering them for the raffle. But I tell you, no, Christy will kill you.
Yeah, I know.
She will. So
I can already hear. Don't you?
she will. Anyone check on Alec? God damn it! I trust your chat more than mine, but I was 4 comments above him on mine, and I digress. Oh no!
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I double checked it on both StreamYard and on YouTube, and hit yours. Ryan's was above yours. I'm sorry, Alec. So sorry. Okay, but in the meantime, we're still running a raffle for anybody who wants to come fishing with us. It's $5 an entry.
I will screenshot.
We're gonna go till 8:40. So there you go. Thank you, Chris. In the meantime, why don't you go ahead, grab. There was some starred comments. Not that one. That's the one he already had starred. Well, let's open it up. But, oh wait, no, we didn't do. We'll do two different things here. We can cover weekend fishing report that he can start talking about in the meantime. But otherwise, if you have any random questions, throw them to us. I'm gonna go ahead and start dumping names so we can get into the random thing. Weekend fishing report. Do you think?
Weekend fishing report. We went to a small place in Vermont. We actually took out. What was his name? Jeremy. What was his last name?
Probably not saying it. Just to
Okay.
be on the safe side.
Jeremy. We took out Jeremy to a small spot out in Vermont to do some largemouth and smallmouth fishing, and it ended up being a very productive day for the jerkbait. That's pretty much, we tried, I mean, geez, me alone tried, that doesn't sound like good English, but anyway, I tried blade bait, jig, A-rig, spy bait. Was there anything else? I don't think there was anything else. But the jerkbait ended up being the ticket for all of us. They wouldn't touch anything else but that. Oh, I tried the Defiant 210. I did the Depths 250. Everything. The only thing that they wanted was the jerkbait. We were catching them in anywhere from probably 8 to 15 feet of water. But I did get one. I got the jerkbait down to 5 feet down, and I had one come off the bottom in 25 feet and rock it up, straight up, and grab it. So don't be afraid to go fishing a little deeper than you think they're going to be, because not all the fish are moved up yet. And that's kind of typical for this time of year. A lot of those fish are still pushed out on the bottom and the first wave comes up, and they'll start trickling in throughout the next couple weeks until it hits that magical time where they start to spawn, and we're pretty close to seeing those full-blown pre-spawn fish, like probably within the next week or two, if the weather sticks to what it's supposed to be the next week or two.
Yep.
This weekend, the weather seems actually really, really good. I didn't really look for Sunday, but I know it's supposed to be hot.
It's still
relatively.
supposed to be mid-70s, but 50% chance of rain, so it's going to be overcast all day. So I really, really, really think that largey bite, especially because it's supposed to be like a cold front tonight.
So I'm throwing the 250 all day.
I'm going to join you. I'm actually going to throw the hell of a glide finally.
Good. I'm going to throw a 250 all day. I'll throw a jig. I'll throw a jerkbait. You actually tied on. He tied on a drop shot for a little bit, just because of the way that they were acting. They wouldn't fully commit to a jig because they would come down to the bottom, and they'd just sit there and stare at it. They wouldn't do anything because it's like they were afraid of the bottom. So he tied on a drop shot just to keep it just above the bottom, and they did the same thing. They came down, stared at it, but they wouldn't do anything. So we ended up going back to jerkbait. We hit the whole lake, really. But there was only 4 spots that we were actually catching them off. And they all had the same type of structure. It was slight bank from the shore. It was like a slight bank to a steep drop off, and they were sitting either just off the drop off or like halfway down. So anywhere, and it was, I mean, the drop offs bottomed out at like, God, I have to say, 40 feet?
Yep.
40-ish feet. And they were sitting right on the drop off, which was in about from that 8 to 15 foot window. Yeah. So if you guys are going out this weekend, that wouldn't be a bad place to start looking. But jerkbaits, it was freaking awesome. We had so much fun. Jeremy actually caught his new PB at
3.83.
3.83. Yep.
I actually remembered for once.
He's like, that's my first jerkbait fish. That's my PB. We kind of started losing a little bit. Me and him actually doubled up. I got probably like a 3.5 pound largie, and he had his almost 4 pound smallmouth. So it was a good day. All in all, it was a really good day. We were actually planning on possibly leaving earlier that day to go to another pond, but then the bite fired off, and it was sweet. It actually started off sunny with no wind, and then all of a sudden the clouds cover came on and the wind picked up, and that's when they really started to bite. Actually, no, that's a lie. You did get one on a jig, and it was over
Literally
4 pounds.
The only one. 4.25, my first of the day. Back-to-back days of fishing. My first fish of the day was 4.25. No, sorry. Saturday was a 4.25. The first one of the day on Sunday was 4.03.
Yeah.
But I did get a 4.25 later in the day.
Yeah. So it was a good day. If you guys are struggling, just use a jerkbait. Telling you. It's a winning bait this time of year. And you actually threw a lipless.
I
for
did.
a little bit.
And I actually was feeling like pretty happy about trying it. Don't mind me. I'm multitasking here trying to get this all going. Jeez Louise. And
Pictures?
I had to verify so I can get into PayPal and make sure I didn't miss anybody.
Bicycles.
Select all the bicycles until there are none left.
Is there any? Oh, I can't even look at the comments, can I?
Actually, yes, you can for now. What the?
So, all in
there's
all,
a lot of new comments.
jerkbait was the ticket this past weekend. And we caught, I don't even know how many fish we caught. We probably caught close to 40 fish.
There you go. Here,
The three of us.
I'll slide those over for a second. You can start with David because Chris was kind enough to star them.
Threw the Nessie 9 for 2 hours Sunday. Had a pickerel follow nearly every cast. So I actually picked one of those up. It's a really cool bait. It's just like it's like a giant fluke that's a glide bait. It's soft plastic. It's pretty neat. I haven't caught anything on it yet, but I've been actually throwing it quite a bit, and it's pretty cool. A good swim bait rod.
Wait, you gotta click it.
Well, whoops, my bad. A good swim bait rod.
Dude, are you kidding me with this dual verification crap?
Plus, So, well, we use Douglas rods, and those rods are phenomenal. I use the 807, which is rated 6 to 14 ounces, I believe, and I use that for all my big baits, my Depths 250, my Hoog, the Gancraft 303, and anything pretty much bigger than really 5 ounces, 6 ounces, I'm going to be throwing on that rod. Anything less than that, I'm going to be throwing on the Douglas 805. Those rods are super. They're like soft, but they're stiff at the same time. They're like parabolic. They're just super, super comfortable rods. And it's not like a super hard like snap when you cast. It's just like a whoosh, and it slings the 250 far. Like the
You weren't kidding. That rod is magical for how well it handles that heavy weight.
It's ridiculous.
It feels light.
It does. Like you're sitting there with the 250 just hanging, or any 9 to 10 inch glide bait, and you're just sitting there like this, like it's nothing. Like you're just sitting there with a jig ready to cast, waiting to cast. And the 805 is the same thing. Throw the what the hell are those things called? The softbody swim baits. You caught that 610 or 611.
The working class citizen.
Yeah, the working class citizen on that. I throw.
Sorry, working class 0. Citizen
class
6.
0,
I do that
citizen
all
6.
the time.
6, 9, whichever one you get. I throw the Defiant 210 on that. I throw the Defiant 247 on the 807. Kitech. So those are fantastic swim bait rods.
Yeah, they are.
I need that.
Wait, sorry.
Oh no, you're good. If you need to use it.
No. I think we're. Wait. Click back on the private chat, please. Por favor.
Where's that? I don't know where that is.
Oh, is it behind the camera? You can't see.
I can't see.
Kid. By the way, you guys got 2 minutes left for that raffle for a trip with us. Yes, ma'am. Oh, something 8:40. Awesome. Thank you much, Chris. Okay, so back to the comments. You had starred.
I think that was a good for swim bait rods. I think that was pretty good.
Yeah, and I use the. Oh God, you're gonna make me question it now. I use a slightly different Douglas, but I'm really huge fan of it. Oh, you got the same one as me, but you got the improved one,
the detachable handle.
Yeah,
I
so
was
it's longer
very,
and better balanced.
very skeptical about that. I am not really a huge fan of 2-piece rods.
But now you are.
Let me tell you, that ain't coming off. That handle is not coming off.
So it's the DXC 805F-D. So the X Matrix. Rated 3 to 7 ounces. I've thrown my 250 on it, and it can do it, but it makes me a little nervous because you're really kind of pushing the limits of it.
It can, but I won't.
The 9.5-inch shad glide from Bull Shad, I can throw on that. Like any other glides that are smaller than that, I can throw on it. I throw my A-Rig, though primarily throwing Flash Mob Junior with 3 1/8 ounce heads and then 2 1/4 ounce. So it's really not that heavy, but I have broken another 1 to 4 ounce model rod, not from Douglas, thrown an A-Rig. You were there for that. Blew up on me. We're up at the Promised Land, and Travis Rocket was with us, and I caught that smallie out in the middle of nowhere on the A-Rig, and then like the next cast after that, the thing snapped in half on me. It was a slow day up there, Brownie Factory.
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago?
Travis was with us?
Yeah, it was like literally the only time we've taken him up there.
Was I there?
Yeah.
Was he in his boat?
No, it was the 3 of us. It was not a good day.
Oh, okay.
It was
I
hot,
remember. I remember
no
now.
wind. It was brutal. It was a really hot, early fall day.
Yeah.
Lucky Craft Pointer and Crack Color has been fire for me. That caught me a 6-pounder. Hell yeah, dude. That's
Nice.
awesome. Eric, Drop Shot, Wacky Rig Senko has been doing good for me. Nice. Aaron, I quit fishing Saturday. My thumb is dripping blood all over. You can talk about this for a second while I grab it. It's 8:40. The raffle is done, but I got a couple of last-minute entries I need to account for. So bear with me, but you know what
I heard
happens
some
Saturday.
New Hampshire spots are open on Sunday. Oh, wait, all the trout lakes.
Designated trout ponds.
All the trout ponds and lakes are opening this weekend. Oh, if we weren't guiding this weekend, I would totally say we should go to.
No, because you know it's going to be slammed.
I know.
All of them. I do not
know.
want to touch them opening weekend.
I know.
It's a nightmare.
But if you guys have any local spots in New Hampshire that are designated trout spots, especially this time of year, it is a very good spot to catch big fish. Just trout ponds in general are it's just bass feeding factories. Some of the biggest fish that we have caught have been in just trout ponds and, well, trout ponds / lakes. Bigger bodies of water, smaller bodies of water, largies, smallies. They love trout. We were fishing. I was out by myself in my John boat years ago, and this place is heavily stocked with brook trout. I was sitting. I think it was actually during the spawn. Yeah, it was during the spawn because I wanted to see what fish were in this place, and I saw like a 3-pound largemouth swimming with like a 12-inch rainbow. No, brook trout. Sorry.
I forgot
sideways in his mouth, like the brook trout's like this, and the bass is just sitting there like this, just swimming around with a brook trout in his mouth. That was freaking awesome. So, bass love trout. Bass love depths 250s and trout colors. Just saying. So, what is that, Dennis? What did he say?
You got to give the trout ponds a week to let all the guys with 1-syllable names go and keep their limits of stock trout.
It's a good one.
Oh, that was great. Thank you for that, Dennis. Holy crap. All right. Let me just verify. So that's it. Okay. Let me just get confirmation. I got everybody in there. So we ended up talking too much. We're a little off track here. We didn't do the shirt, but we'll do that after this. And that's the freebie. We are good. All right. Let's go ahead and pick who's coming fishing with us. We got all the entries in. They have been randomized. And then we're going to go back to the comments for a few minutes, and then we'll wrap it up with giving away a t-shirt.
Better not be a dick. I'm drop kicking your ass in the lake.
Oh, that is glorious. Andrew's wheel of... the wheel of Andrew.
The wheel of shenanigans.
Oh, my God. Dennis, you guys have a YouTube channel? All right. I'm getting distracted. All right. So, again, this is for a chance to come fishing with us.
Swear to God, I'm not inebriated in that picture.
No, it was actually during the stream, and I got a screenshot of him just, like, stretching. And it looked amazing. This is, like, open game. We'll be able to take you pretty much anywhere you want to go in the greater New England area, pending it's within, like, a 4-hour drive. Mostly, it probably end up meeting you somewhere, but... we can, like, really tailor this around your schedule. That's the beauty of this. I got a little bit on my schedule for a couple of tournaments to work around, but other than that, like, we are very flexible in making this work. So good luck, and thank you for everybody that did enter. Go ahead and spin the wheel, please, sir. Clickety-clackety-click.
Yeah. Looked like my eyes opened for a second.
Let's... Oh! You have got to be kidding me.
Kevin Joyle?
No.
Wait.
It's Kevin who won last time we did this.
I thought that was Kevin Joyle. Wait.
Nope. It's the guy that did the apparel, the shirts,
Oh,
the hats, and everything.
yeah.
That's literally-
The same dude.
that is insane luck, and
Is
congrats.
Is that legal?
It's been a year apart. I think it's okay.
That's cool. All right, cool.
You know what?
I'll be there this time.
You know what? I'm feeling generous. Please remove all instances of Kevin OG. We're going to spin it again.
Oh!
We're going to double down. I'm feeling generous. Let her rip. We're going to pick 2 winners for people to get to go fish with us. Oh! Who did hit? Michael C.
Michael C's coming fishing with us.
I don't want to say your name out loud, but Michael K.
E?
Yeah, him.
That dude. He's coming with us.
All right, so Kevin, if you're still here watching, go ahead. Oh, wow, I am still on starred contact. Yeah, there we go. So Kevin, Gnu, you're in here. Gna. I always say your name. Whatever. Sorry. Anyway, Kevin G. Send me an email. We'll get it squared away. And also, I already forgot. Michael, send me an email as well, please. Email is 603bass@gmail.com, and we'll get it sorted for both of you. You know what's cool?
Nope.
I'm curious if Kevin wants to go back to the same spot we went to last time.
I know I do.
Good excuse. Yeah, but now, I mean, like, he's already over in Maine, basically. So, like, we have all the reason in the world to go to Maine and explore.
Yeah.
We'll get it. It'll be good.
Oh, no. I know where we should go.
Well, we have options. But anyway.
We got spots in that area we can go to.
Yeah. Well, thank you all very much for jumping in on that. So, congrats to the winners, and looking forward to taking you guys out. Let's give away another T-shirt, then we'll wrap it up with a few more comments.
We are going to have some fun.
Yeah. So, T-shirt time. And this is going to be a random number thing. So,
T-shirt time. It's not from fucking
we got
Letterkenny or
61.
something.
Yeah. Pick a number 1 through 75. I'm going to shorten up a smidge. And you have till 8:48 by my clock, so you have a little over a minute. So pick a random number 1 through 75. We're giving away a free T-shirt. They're both the same dark blue. It might be a little hard to see, but if you've seen the new square logo, you get the gist of it. It's a very dark blue, and these are printed on the Gildan Hammer T-shirts. Every time I do T-shirts, I do the same exact T-shirt for a reason. They really don't stretch. They are they're like a heavyweight cotton, so they sit kind of heavy, but they're really, really comfortable. And they're durable. Like, it's a heavyweight cotton. They're meant to last. They don't get all stretchy and flowy like a really cheap, thin T-shirt. And the screen print on this holds up like you wouldn't believe. So we have them both. The new alternate square logo that actually says Reel Nothern Bass, and then we also have it in the round logo, the original. I
mean, look how cool that is. There's a bass inside of the bass. It's so cool.
So the only caveat being, I have small, medium, large, and extra large on the square logo, and the same for the blue logo, except I don't have larges left in that. So it's one of those, if you win and you're a large, you really only get one choice, unless you want to go a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller. And I apologize for that, but we actually got like hammered pretty well on selling these at the New England Fishing Expo, which was friggin' amazing. And I wish I could have been there for the New Hampshire Outdoor Expo, but couldn't. So at least we could do that. And it's 8:48. I'm gonna let this go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Aaron S. Guessed 63. Aaron S., how many guesses do you need?
You only get one.
Stop
it's going to
it.
be the first one that we
Dude,
see from you.
You're about to be banned. Aaron S. Dude, I'm like, you know what? About to exclude you. Dude. Hang on. Thank you, Ryan. So I'm going to have to go. Do I see any Facebook-specific comments that came through? Or are these all people on YouTube? Because I had to disregard him. No, that's okay. We can make that work. Okay. Random number generator, please. Man, this is nice having a guy behind the curtain. Okay, we're starting with 6. That's not the thing we're going to generate. Please generate. 8. I did just see 8, but I got to make sure I saw another 8. Oh my God, where is it? Oh, okay. So Brian was the first guess with 11. Oh, right CMG right there. Hell yeah. First guess right off the bat. I don't know who you are. I apologize. Do me a favor. Send me an email, 603bass@gmail.com. Let me know your size and your mailing address and what your preference is for either one of these. Again, square logo. I have every size, small through 2XL. And then for the round logo, I have small, medium, XL, and 2XL. I don't have any larges. So, but if you can't remember that, no worries. Just shoot me an email. We'll get it squared away. Give me your address. Everybody happy. So, mint. Thank you. Comment jail. He also spammed the comments, but that was his first pick. Well, you know what? It is what it is. Like, some people just got to know. Okay, there's actually quite a few starred comments I do want to get to in a minute, but we can go ahead and remove that one. There's actually one thing I do want to talk about that may hinder the ability to do a show here. I had to think about this. So, Friday, May 3rd, I'm traveling for work. And I can't give any more explicit details other than I'm going to be over near Niagara Falls. And because of my travel itinerary for this and the proximity of where I will be to other people that have already planned fishing vacations, I'm taking a few days off while I'm out there fishing. So I am going to have an opportunity for one day to fish Lake Ontario in the middle of my work trip. I'm going to carve a little time for myself to go fish, try and catch some smallies down near Niagara. And then on Wednesday of that week, so 3rd, 4th, 5th, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, Wednesday, May 8th, I'm going to be up with Ryan Miller. I'm going to jump in his boat. I'm going to fish Lake Erie for the day. And so then I'm going to leave him and drive from the Buffalo ramp in Lake Erie all the way up to Clayton, New York to meet my buddy Tom so I can fish out of his boat for the Canadian early season opener at the St. Lawrence and Lake Ontario on Thursday and Friday that week. And then we're going to stop and fish Oneida on our way home on Saturday. So I don't know what that means for the stream for Wednesday because I will be on the road. If I can figure out an easy way to be able to stream from my phone, then we will do a no-frills impromptu stream of some kind. Me from the road and Andrew probably from his bedroom.
Yeah.
And it'll be kind of a quick one. But at least there's a potential. I don't know what my service is going to be like, but it's one of those, if Andrew's on too, I don't think it's going to matter. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. Especially if I set up on StreamYard. Because then if I drop out, I can just jump back in whenever I want.
Right.
And I can set that up on the road.
Well, would it kick me?
No, because if Chris is in it and he's an admin, as long as one of the admins is in, the stream will stay up.
Okay, cool.
We got a solution. So I'm stoked. I'm going on like the mother of all smallmouth trips over essentially 4 days of fishing. Then I'm back home for a week, and then we leave for Champlain for 4 more days. It's going to be great.
Excited.
Mucho excito. There's a couple other comments here that I did want to grab. Travis, I'm doing a tournament at Quabbin. What should I use? I normally do a perch, mega bass, jerkbait.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, I did.
From a guy that doesn't throw any perch, throw a perch jerkbait.
Because I throw all the perch.
Yeah.
I did see a report from a guy I know, Gordon, was out there, and water was a little bit colder than expected. So I would absolutely throw some bottom contact in the form of blade bait. Because you're going to get them one way or another. If they're feeding off the bottom, you get them on the blade. Probably throw a jig, get one of those two. Otherwise, what he said.
Throw a friggin' jerkbait.
Do you guys like the early morning bite or evening sunset bite?
Both?
Yeah. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Depends on the time of the year. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard. Like, I would say cold water. Actually, the morning has been more consistent and better for us, which is weird, but it is what it is. In the summer, give me that sunset bite because 9 times out of 10, doesn't matter what you throw over top water. There's that golden hour for an hour where you just crush them on top.
Oh, it's amazing. And then it shuts off till about 10 or 11. And then it shuts off again till about 2 to 3. And then it shuts off again till about 5 to 6.
Honestly, 100% right. And if you really want to go out for like a late night bite, you can crush them until like the moment the bite stops. You should go to your truck and take a half an hour nap because you're not going to miss anything. No. And then come back out and you'll still have another half an hour to kill before they start biting again. Mm-hmm.
It's like clockwork every night.
Oh, yeah. Then from Solly. I've learned a lot from your breakdowns of different lakes. How do you guys break down rivers differently? Ooh.
Current breaks.
Yeah, whatever
lots
he
of
says,
currents.
I'm out on
Pretty
this.
much any hump out in the middle. Trees, boulders, pretty much any sort of structure that's going to impede the flow of the current. Those fish are going to be sitting either behind, in front, or on top of it, depending on weather and whatnot. But I've learned when I was younger a lot about current fishing. I used to trout fish a lot, and then I started bass fishing, and I just kind of brought that knowledge over, and it works. It's all the same. Find the structure, find the fish, find the current breaks, find the fish. That's about it.
I was reading comments and half listening, but I completely agree with everything he said because I don't question it. Anytime we go to the current, I'm like, what do I do?
Throw there.
Dad.
See that right there? Throw it in front and let it drift past it.
Scott Talon, hitting Erie May 17th, football season. Hell yeah. That's the day we leave. And potentially lining up a guide trip for a couple of potential clients for that day. So you and David might be meeting up and joining me up there. I'm not going to guide him on Champlain, but I'll pick somewhere in Vermont.
So he's going to drive up with me?
Maybe.
Cool. David, drive up with me.
It would make sense. As long as he can leave his car somewhere safe over the weekend.
Leave it at work. At my work.
Oh, yeah, that could work. Oh, man, that means I got to drive all the way to Manchester to drop him off. Damn it. Oh, it is what it is.
I can bring him back.
Well, yeah, because he'll be in my truck, so I'll have to drive him all the way back down. Instead of cutting the back way off 89 back home, I'd have to come all the way down to your work, drop him off at his truck. And
Or
then
I could
drive
just
back
drop
home.
him off. He could ride
come
back
pick
with
him
me.
No, he was staying for the whole 4 days.
Oh,
It's fine. I'll figure it out. It's fine. Jody, Northeast bass fishing. You can fish Oneida now. They chew in the spring. Don't fish deep. That's what I like to hear, buddy. Midday. Ooh, Jody likes midday. Of course he does.
why does he just
Jackass.
park here?
Well,
Well, I'll just come pick him up from your house.
yeah, that could work.
Okay.
Okay, I like it. Early morning has sucked for me, and the sunset has been insane this year. Nice. All right, that works. I like it. We get to see Drew in his Flintstone jammies. Yes.
Dude, I wear the Big Bass Dream sweatpants. Don't get me with the Flintstones. I never really watched the Flintstones. I watched the Rugrats.
Oh, dude, Rugrats was just awesome. Oh, all right. Forward-facing Noog. Forward-facing Snoog. Forward-facing sonar Noog. I'm assuming that was probably supposed to be noob. Anyway, what's your best
Snoog.
advice for catching more 5 to 6 pounders this time of the year? Can't get over that 4 pounder hump. Well,
Hey, telling me.
as someone who just caught their first 4 pounder about 2 weeks ago, I don't know what to tell you about this season, man. It has not been easy. The only thing that has been consistent in no, I take that back. There's literally been nothing consistent in any of those. 2 of them were 4-pound smallies that were on insanely long pauses on deeper diving jerkbait, 110 plus 1.
I bounced my blade bait off the head of a 4-pounder and ate it. That's about it.
Yeah, no forward-facing sonar needed for that one. That thing was right below your feet. 2D sonar, you would have caught that thing. And then I had one on a jackhammer on Saturday, and that was random. And then the 2 4-pounders I got on Sunday, one I was like ripping a jig along the bottom. I was cracking it along, and I call it power shimmying, where like I'm moving it fast, I'm moving it violent, but it's still kind of staying on the bottom or very, very near to the bottom. And it was right in the middle of one of those cracks, and I went to go crack it again. My rod tip didn't move. And then I got another one later in the day on like a 5-second pause, maybe on a regular Vision 110 jerkbait. I don't know. Transition areas, looking back in years past, like transition areas have always been the most key thing for us. Just outside of spawning flats. And especially when the water gets closer to 50, like 48 to 54 has seemed to be, if memory serves correct, the best window for us for our biggest bites. So like literally right now. And getting into those transition areas, coming out of the deep water up to the shallow flats where you would typically find a bunch of beds, somewhere in the middle of there is where we almost always get them. And it's going to vary because you're going to get conditions that they're going to push those giants way up in a foot of water, and other conditions that they're going to pull way back, like what we found on Sunday, where they were way back actually in like 10, 15 feet of water. A little bit deeper than you would have expected for that water temp. So, I don't know, keep that open mind, man, and just putting in as much time on the water as you possibly can.
Grind.
I will agree with Alec to an extent. Throw bigger baits or just keep fishing if big baits aren't your thing. There's no secret. The vast majority of my 5+ pounders have been on a bladed jig, a spinnerbait, or a jig. And the number of, granted my big fish on big swim baits, glides, have been pretty big, but I don't catch nearly as much. And even him, and he's caught 10 times as many more fish on big swim baits than I have. Don't be bashful.
No, yeah. You're not wrong. Yeah. I mean, big baits catch big fish, and they also catch small fish. Like the friggin'...
Oh, the fish on the thumbnail?
Yeah, the fish on the thumbnail.
That wasn't that small.
That was like 2 3/4. Maybe.
Yeah, but okay, it's really not that small. You've caught 1-pounders on it. Those are small.
True.
On a depth's 250.
Yes. On a 10-inch bait, I catch a 12-inch fish. Like, they're kind of dumb. But those big baits catch fish of all sizes.
Yep. Put a 5-pound smallmouth PB in largemouth terms for New Hampshire.
8. No. For New Hampshire?
7.5?
Yeah.
You said 8 initially. I almost said 7, and that's why I said 7.5. Split the difference.
Yeah, 7.5. Sure.
I mean, that's
Just like your 6.5 pound freaking brown trout. That's like an 8 pound small, 7 pound smallie.
yeah, that really helped put it in perspective.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I know it's big, but put it in smallmouth terms. It's like a 7-pounder. I'm like, oh, this is great.
Dick, dude, I was so stoked for you. You had no idea what you had.
Nope, not a clue. Oh boy. Wait, how did I just miss this? Holy crap, dude, we were so far behind.
Well,
Joe, any big difference in your preference between the Vision 110 plus 1 and the junior version? I like the regular one because it's easier to cast. That 110 plus 1 junior, like it's a small bait. It's light. You really gotta have your shit dialed to be able to get that thing out without backlashing.
I got a secret jerkbait I've been throwing.
The one you've been throwing like last 3 trips?
Yes. And it works.
It does work very, very well. Just trying to rifle through some of these. Alec. Some may say the 6-pounders are eating the spinnerbait, but don't tell him I told you. He just got a 6.4, I think he said. 6 point something.
Is that the video he posted earlier? Yeah.
It was a big one. That's for damn sure.
Good on you, mate.
Mark, are you guys doing a May Lake Champlain trip this year? Yes, we are. May 17th we'll be there, and I believe Tuesday, May 21st.
Oh, that's that soon?
Yeah, dude.
Holy
that's like just a few weeks away.
Dude, it's almost my birthday.
Yes, it is. Wait, what day is your birthday again? It's May. Damn it.
Dude, it's so easy.
Is it May 1st?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Hang on. I'm positive I put it in my calendar so I wouldn't forget. May 1st. Andrew's birthday.
See, we are
I would have been
friends.
reminded. And then June 1st, we get to go for stripers.
Yay!
Oh, I'm so excited.
I am
for that.
so freaking stoked for that. I'm bringing that giant, the 120. The OG 120.
I don't know where that glide is. There's a glide over there somewhere that I got specifically for this that I'm throwing when we go up there.
Okay.
And then, recommendations for jerkbait rods. Jody said today is May 1st.
It's my birthday.
What did I just get from Douglas? I got the 704M. It's a medium, moderate, fast. I really, really like that rod. Like, it's really good. Anything like 6'8" to 7 feet, medium, moderate, fast. That's my jam for jerkbait. I want something really soft because I primarily throw Vision 110s. I leave the stock hooks on, and those things are really, really easy to get torn out. So I want something really
And they
soft.
break a lot.
Yeah, I broke 2 on Sunday.
I can change them out really quick.
He did. I didn't have split ring pliers. I forgot to buy some new ones, and he just used his fingernails and he changed one out. I was like, oh, sick, thanks, man. Because anytime I break one, I just leave it in there, so I have spare hooks, like the exact right hooks in the split rings. And then, like, not even 20 minutes later, I broke another hook, and I was like, just don't worry about it. I'm gonna fish it as it is.
Yeah, see, I like that. What Jody said, a medium fast, 7.2 medium, like a shorter stick with medium fast.
10 years old as dude. Yeah, that's a good rod too. Regan, yeah, the 704. Specifically, I'm throwing the X Matrix 704M is one I've been throwing. LRS, they have the same exact model if you don't want to spend quite as much money. I'm more of a fan of that X Matrix line, though, myself. I've been really, really happy with it. Plus, that color just looks so good. We're going to get some of those arrow rods, too. Mm-hmm. I'm really excited to try those. I need a new frogging rod anyway.
That might actually be my next jerkbait rod.
One of the arrows?
Yeah.
I don't remember if they actually had
The one that I
a
was...
model that would be good for it. For casting.
Weird.
Oh, yeah,
Top
crank-
water jerkbait, right at the top.
Oh, that's the spinning, though.
Oh.
For casting right here. 7 foot, medium, moderate. Oh, that's literally like the same exact build as the X Matrix that I have. So there you go.
Perfect.
7 foot, medium, moderate. Not bad. Frog jig, 7.6, medium, heavy, extra fast. Actually, I think that's going to be great.
Probably.
That's 5/16 and 1 1/4. Yeah, that
Yeah,
should
that'll
have
be
enough
perfect.
backbone to haul them out. I was a little nervous. Usually I like a heavy fast.
$100. You guys cannot beat that.
No,
These
you
rods
can't.
are phenomenal. We got to test them out up on Champlain last year. And for $100, they are phenomenal rods.
wicked good rods. And if you are interested, you want to go check them out in person, you're in the area, go down to Ben's Tackle Shack in Leicester, Mass, because they have quite a few in stock right now. All right, I think last one. Let's see. Andrew asked, are you guys throwing your big soft plastic swim baits on a medium heavy fast or medium heavy moderate? Want to start throwing the mag draft more this year? Oh, well, that's
mag draft?
different. Yeah, that's a different animal. That's like a jerk bait in my opinion. I mean, a stout jerk bait. It's a treble hook.
That would be like a mag draft.
I'd
What
throw that
size
medium
though? The
heavy
6 or
fast.
the 8? Because the 8 you get away with a medium heavy.
Yep.
The 6, probably just a medium would be good to go. Like a 7.6 medium moderate.
If you're throwing the freestyles, yeah, no, I agree with that. If you're throwing the freestyle though, like with a beast hook, probably want to go with the heavy because those hooks are stout and you gotta kind of lay the hammer on them. And Jody's absolutely right. The 8 is way bigger than the 6. They're actually surprisingly heavy. I think 2 3/4 ounces for the 8-inch mag draft. And
They're that heavy?
yeah, I was surprised because I went up to the Vermont Brownie Factory solo, like what first year, 2020, so almost 4 years ago. And I caught that 3 3/4 on the 8-inch mag draft. And I remember the day before, I was gonna throw it on one of my my spinnerbait rods, 7.2 heavy fast. And I picked it up and I'm like, that feels kind of heavy, but it doesn't. I don't know. So I grabbed my scale, put it on at 2 3/4 ounces. I was actually really surprised. Very heavy, but that's with the harness inside of it. So I'm not sure. I mean, if you throw in the freestyle, different story, but even still, it's a big chunk of soft plastic. I don't know, man. For me, if you're throwing a beast hook or something like that on there, you want a big rod.
I never throw the mag draft, so I don't really know.
I have so many. I literally have 2 3700s full.
You have one sitting right there, too.
Is that one really full of those? No, that's topwater. I was going to say,
No,
I'm
I'm
pausing.
saying you have one right there.
Oh, yeah, I got a mag draft 8 right there. Dude, okay, grab that, and then right in front of your face is a scale. Turn right, yep. Prove it to you right now. 8-inch mag draft. No, it's not that kind of scale. I use this to weigh my shipping packages. By the way, this is literally the bait I caught that bass on. Okay, it's actually 3.1 ounces.
Really?
That harness is actually pretty beefy, and like that's a lot
3.1.
of plastic.
One more time. 2.5.
Oh, you had the tail resting on it. You got to fold the tail up.
3.1. It's 3.1 ounces. Okay, so yeah, you definitely want a heavy rod.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, that's literally the bait that I caught the fish on. I should bring that. Yeah. I should bring that this weekend. I forgot that I didn't have it in my boat. I'm bringing that glide right there too. The Gantro, the
Gancraft.
Gancraft.
Yes, sir.
Gancraft. Same thing.
No.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, last question. Then we're really lack of trust in the scale. Whatever. It's close enough.
Doesn't smell like drugs.
Last one, then we're gonna wrap it up. Drop your 3 favorite glides from New Hampshire largemouth.
Depths 250, depths 250, depths 250.
Depths 250, shad glide, the 9.5 inch from Bull Shad, and then my Golden Belt Custom Scythe. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So, no, I'm just kidding. I like the silo, Golden Belt Custom Silo. The Depths 250 is number 1 always in my book. The silo, and then I haven't even thrown it yet. Actually, the Hoog is so gorgeous.
The Hoog is gorgeous.
The Hoog is probably one of my favorite baits I have, and it's one of the ones I've thrown the least. I haven't even caught a fish on it, but it's so nice. I'm going to catch a fish on it this year, for sure.
You actually going to throw that shad glide you bought a year and a half ago?
The Bull Shad Glide?
Yeah.
The 9-inch?
Over a year ago, you bought it at the 2023 New England Expo.
Yeah, I still haven't thrown it.
He just casually has a $175 glide sitting there.
230.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that one actually was pretty expensive.
Yeah, I know how much I paid for it, and I still haven't thrown it yet. Not that I'm afraid to throw it, I just haven't.
It's gorgeous and it glides so
I'll throw it
well.
this weekend. How about that?
Good. Protect the Hoog. It's way too pretty. You don't want to throw it up there because you know where we're
If
going.
you guys haven't got a Hoog yet, you should totally look into them.
Dude, they're
I
awesome.
think they're like $180,
Yep.
which is a lot, but I mean, if you're into big swim baits, that's really not that bad.
Well, that's why I'm going to bring that Gancraft this weekend because that's a high float too. And I won't be quite as upset if I lose that because cost-wise, that was cheaper than all the rest of my glides. But because of what I think we're going to be able to do and where we're going to be able to do it, I want that high float like that. It's going to stay up above those veggies really, really easily.
I'll throw the 303.
About damn
Give
time.
them a friggin' meal.
You're going to stick one on it. I know.
I hope so.
It's going to be amazing.
12-inch glide. It's ridiculous, but it's so cool.
Okay. Oh, okay, last one. Mark, the ERA rods from Douglas. They're phenomenal. We got to test them up on Champlain late last year. Very, very happy with them. Can't ask for much more. I have a $100 rod. Plus, they look really cool. I really like the gray on them.
Yeah,
it's like a really cool gray.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah. All right. I mean, that's it. Like, the whole gist of tonight was to give back. That was the big thing. We ended up talking about a few more things more than I intended to initially, but
Stayed on a little bit longer than we intended to.
yeah, but you know, that's how we always do it. It's not 9 o'clock by right in the middle of the conversation. Just try and find a good stopping point and go from there. So thank you everybody for showing up. Greatly appreciate it. And congrats to the winners for both the hat, t-shirt, and the 2 fishing trips. Do me a favor for anybody that's still here that was listening in on that won. Don't forget to email me. Second, for anybody that hasn't done it yet, drop a like on the stream before you go. Helps a lot. And otherwise, I believe we'll be able to have Doobie on next week.
Yes.
I want to change that format just a smidge from the last couple of times we had him on. But I want to make sure we give people plenty of time to be able to get their questions in with him and ask him questions that only he, an elite angler, can answer.
Yes. Anyway.
Do your thing.
We will see you guys next week, as always, at youtube.com. Did I say that right? youtube.com.
Yes.
At Reel Nothern Bass. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And we will see you guys next week.
Everyone have a great night.
Adios, muchachos.